just behind a youth of 15 to 16 years is just behind an old man of 100, more than century now, more than 100 years. So this youth, this teenager, I should say, of 15 or 16 years, it is just behind this grand old man of Bangalore only by 0.02, which is why I always feel that Swami Atmapriyanandaji is a specially blessed person by Swamiji Maharaj. My all appreciation to him, and also our Vice Chancellor, an outstanding scholar in his own right, Sarvattomanandaji, and then of course the very learned pupils sitting in front of me of the dais. I would like to convey my regards to all of you, and it is extremely rejoicing that all of you are here for last 2 days in the precinct, holy precinct of Belur Math, where we feel that there is special presence of Sri Ramakrishna guiding the humanity all over the world. And also Swamiji Maharaj walked on this land, Swamiji lived in this land, Swamiji breathed in this land, Swamiji breathed his last on this land. And then Mother came many times here. So this is a wonderful land, the land which will throw light to the entire humanity for at least next 1500 years. I am quoting Swamiji himself, which is why this is a very rejoicing, very pleasant thing that we could get an opportunity to be here during last 2 days. And when you go, I am absolutely sure that you will go with blessings of this spiritual show. And then our subject, as we find, is we find that ancient Vedantic solutions to the modern problems of environment and disaster management. So it's a very, very special subject, but from a holistic point of view, if we look at this, we can certainly see or try to find out the area where Swamiji has spoken a volume on this. I will, in the process, try to narrate a very, very ordinary incident of which happened in our order, maybe almost 90 years back. I do not know in the educational realm of this movement, Ramakrishna Vivekananda movement, one shining star is Swami Nirvedananda. Those who are from Calcutta or from Bengal, I am sure many of them know or heard about him. Now the interesting thing that happened was that Nirvedanandaji was a very great scholar in science. Nirvedanandaji used to stop in his class, and where the scientist Meghnad Shah, you must have heard his name, Meghnad Shah, very, very, very famous scientist he is. In his name, Shah Institute of Nuclear Physics we have in Kolkata, which is a Government of India institution. Now, this Meghnad Shah used to stand second in the class. And this Nirvedanandaji, I will not try to tell his monastic name, he one fine morning walked out to Ramakrishna Mission and joined. And he started an institution, Ramakrishna Mission Schools from Kolkata, located in Belgorod, then located in Kolkata itself, in a rented house. Meghnad Shah was torn asunder. He couldn't accept this situation. that a scientist, a very promising scientist of our country, of the rank of Meghnad Shah, Satyam Bose and so on. And this fellow has got somehow mesmerized, and he has walked out to Ramakrishna mission and joined to live the life of a recluse. One day, Meghnad Shah came to meet his friend, and he was anguished at this. And there, those days Calcutta was not as crowded as it is today. So a lot of lands are there, here and there. It was a coincidence that one farmer was tilling the land just few feet away or few years away. And then when Meghnad Shah was so turbulent in his words in condemning the action of his friend, so Nirvedanandaji asked him, well, Meghnad, what is this? A man is tilling fields. The man is tilling fields. Do you believe this tilling is a science? This cultivation is a science. Farming is a science. Meghnad Shah had no other option than to tell yes. Yes, I do believe that this is a science. Now the next question Nirvedanandaji was faced by Meghnad Shah, that why do you ask this question? Why do you say that this is a science? Then Meghnad Shah told, because this is verifiable. If we go in the chemistry or physics or any other laboratory, you can do experiment and you can verify and you can reach at the truth, which is why we call this as a science. Now what has happened, Nirvedanandaji told that yes, there is a greater laboratory, final laboratory here in the spiritual heart. And the spiritual heart is in every man and woman. You go to that laboratory, you try to find out the reagents and chemicals there, put together, and you will certainly have the results. Have you, Meghnad, ever thought of going into this, entering into this laboratory? You must do it and you will get the results. And we all know Nirvedanandaji lived a life, a man who thought on education, especially the educational movement of Ramakrishna order, perhaps maximum after Sri Ramakrishna's disciples. And this, the future scientist became a monk, as much as scientific as anybody else, any scientist to pass. Which is why it is very appropriate that the subject today chosen is Vedantic approach as solutions to the problem that we are suffering from today. True, Swamiji has told us this. This is nothing new. Swamiji has told time and again about this holistic approach. Vedanta must marry science. Science must marry Vedanta. What Swamiji told was, Western science must be coupled with Vedanta. Then only we have a better mankind. Then only we have a fruitful civilization that can deliver good to us. Swamiji said that, well, Vedanta must speak in the language of science. No mismatch. This must be as scientific as 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Vedanta must do that. And then science must speak in the accent of human welfare. Then only we will be able to approach, and not only approach, solve all the problems that we are having. Our Prime Minister Modi very often tells all of us. What does he tell? He tells, Maharaj, 2047 from today, I say it is Amrit Kal. Amrit Kal in the sense he says that India is passing through a very good time and India will reach acme in civilization, science and in science by 2047, 100 years of our independence. Okay. So now what it is actually? Science mixing with Vedanta, science marrying Vedanta and Vedanta marrying science. Well, how do I explain it? Anyway, I will try to explain it in a very ordinary way, and I am sure that you will be able to understand what I say. You see, you take the help of a simile. You imagine a scenario that a boy passing by the busiest street of Washington, D.C. And when this boy goes through the busiest street of Washington, D.C., he finds a box, dazzling box, lying uncured just beside the street. And seeing this dazzling box, this boy becomes so optimistic. He thinks that there must be very, very valuable, precious things within this dazzling box. He went, he opened the dazzling box, but he was entirely disappointed. Why? Because the box is so dazzling from outside, but there was absolutely nothing inside it. And simultaneously, stretch your imagination to the Orient, maybe a village in India. You think of a boy, unfit, uneducated, unclothed, maybe half-nude, maybe completely nude, passing by the ridges of a field of village India. And while going, he finds something very glittering lying amidst the, amidst the soil, lying amidst the soil, amidst the sands. And it is uncared for. Nobody's attention it can invite. This boy goes out of his curiosity. What it is so dazzling, so glittering, but still lying uncared for beside the ridges of a field. He picks it up and he finds this is a pearl. Now this Indian culture, this pearl stands for Indian culture, Indian civilization, to be very precise, the Vedic truth, the Vedas itself. And this box represents the Western science, dazzling outside, absolutely vacuum inside. So Swamiji says that a combination has to be done. There must be a marriage between these two. And if this